at any time that you would like. We can always use an extra set of hands here at PLC. Thank you.
We would like to thank Ms. Smith and the Primary Learning Center for the opportunity for the kids and students.
My name is Kat back here. Thank you.
Do we have any consideration or addition or deletion to tonight's agenda? Approval of agenda.
Mr. President, I move the Willow Run Board of Education approve the agenda as presented.
Support.
It has been moved and supported that the Willow Run Board of Education approve the agenda as presented. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Approval of minutes.
Mr. President, I move the Willow Run Board of Education approve the minutes as presented for the board meeting of March 29, 2012.
Support.
It has been moved and supported that the Willow Run Board of Education approve the minutes as presented from the board meeting of March 29, 2012. Discussion?
Mr. President, I've got one correction, and I did notice on page 3, under the last discussion, Mr. Myers was left out on the members appointed to the Islamic Collaboration and Task Force. So we need to add them to the list. Underneath discussion, second sentence, you would explain that Mr. Garrett, Ms. Thomas, and she are members of the Collaboration and Communication Task Force. We did not miss Mr. Myers.
Also, in the same sentence, there is under the same paragraph, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines down. In the middle, the sentence starts with there, and it should be there are. They are.
The others. Approval of minutes.
Mr. President of the Willow Run Board of Education approve the minutes as amended for the board meeting in March 29, 2012.
Support.
It has been moved and supported that the Willow Run Board of Education approve the minutes as amended from the board meeting of March 29, 2012. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Do we have any acknowledgements or correspondence tonight?
That's right.
Do we have any board committee reports?
Ms. Lewis, did you have anything? Okay. Policy committee, I have, excuse me for a second here, I'm going to pass out a couple of things for you all. First, we had talked about and let me know if you can't hear me, I'll try to keep it. 4 and 6 year terms based on the new laws that the state has enacted. This is a short spreadsheet on how the fallout would be as far as the number of open seats and the vacancies that would be approved during that time. I think that gives them to you if anyone else is interested, I'll just leave them up here. What they're recommending is, or what they've enacted by state law, is that we have a resolution that will adopt either 4-year or 6-year term based on the fact that we are only allowed, to have board elections in even years only. So because of that, the resolution will be changing a couple of our expiration dates for terms, but what I did is I put together a sample, and everyone is welcome to have some of it up for everybody. The number of open seats and which seats are simply examples of what we would be looking at. 4-year terms, for example, we would have 4 seats open. The first year, 2 years later, we have 3. Then repeating the process for 1 years. The problems that are brought up with that is you could potentially have a brand new board that would have the vast majority or the majority vote. And it loses the experience that we get through our education and training that we go through. Whereas the 6-year terms, for example, the one I used was the number of open seats, 3 the first year, 2 years later, and 2 years later. So at no time would you have the potential of having a majority of the board up for election. So the recommendation seems to be 6-year terms, based in, and it's also what all the other boards in the county are going to. If they haven't passed the resolution yet, they will be shortly. And we will bring forth that resolution shortly to the board. But I wanted to give you all the chance to see what I tried to explain last time. So that takes care of that one. Also, okay, I'll give you these.